Okay, periodically remind you my name is Ron Bannon. My email address is Bannon, that's B as in boy, the at symbol, NNON.US. And again, if you reach out to me and I'm not overwhelmed, I'll get back to you. What are we looking forward to? Hearing from people that have some idea how to improve the document. All right? So now the question is, I'm going to do number 9 for you. How do I do it as the way I've always been doing it? I find it an easy technique. All right, what do you get over here? Let's write this down. It's not that bad to do. 5x plus 2. In some respects, I want to be honest with you, you may skip writing a step down. It's so simple. I don't recommend that, though. I recommend writing things down and communicating those things. That's what I'm doing over here, by the way. Let's say ABC. I don't know them. All right? So what do? Multiply both sides by the LCD. What do you get? 5x squared plus 4x minus 1 equals A times 5x plus 2 squared plus B, 5x plus 2 plus C. Well, again, my goal here, and I want to point out again, we're using this equation over here. My goal is to get rid of the A and the B to find out what the C is. And the only way I can do that is if I choose X to be minus 2/5. Now, if I do that, the right side becomes incredibly easy. Just C. Now, by the way, that's minus 2/5. I maybe get my eraser out, make it a little bit neater. Now, granted, I realize I got to do that left side. And what are you going to get over there? Well, I'll write this down for you. It's 5 times 4 25ths plus 4 times minus 2/5 minus 1. So what do you get there? 4/5 minus 8/5 minus 5/5. I gotta be careful. What do you get over here? You're certainly getting fifths. 4 minus 8 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 5 is minus 9. All right? Now, granted, I know that looks strange to you, but I'm still going to write it down. All right? So the C, let me get my eraser out, is over here. And what I find out, it's minus 9/5. I'm going to write that down, maybe in a peculiar way, but minus 9, and I'm going to put the 5 here. Right, that's done. Now, of course, someone says, what are you going to do now? I got to do something I believe is easy. And to do that, you know what I want to do too? I want to erase this C over here. And that's just simply minus 9/5. So I'm going to pick another, what I believe to be an easy X, and I'm going to say 0. All right, now if you did that, what are you going to get? Well, it's not that bad. It's minus 1. You get 4A. And then you would get, let's see, you're going to get, did I do that right? Minus 1. I think I made a mistake. I got to back up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's 4A. It's 4A. I'm sorry. I spaced out. I thought I chose minus 1, but I chose 0. I'm sorry about that. So what do you do over here? It's going to be 2B, because I chose X to be 0. Minus 9/5. And yeah, I know this looks pretty bad, but let's just do it. All right? And I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. You get minus 5 equals 20A plus 10B minus 9. I'm going to add 9 to both sides, and you're going to get 4 is 20A plus 20B. I'm going to I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Again, it's daydreaming. But I'm glad when I'm daydreaming, at least I'm looking back at what I said. All right, 10B. I'm going to divide through by 2, and you can get 2 equals 10A plus 5B. I'm going to highlight indicates an important equation. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick another easy value. And the value I'm going to pick is x equals, I don't know, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go -1. By the way, you can choose any number you like. All right? Let me just erase some of this chicken scratch. I don't need to see it anymore. Kind of disturbing to see. -1, what do you get? You would get 5 minus 4 minus 1. Well, that's 0. I'll put that down for you. Again, put -1, you get 5 minus 4 minus 1, which is 0. Well, that's convenient. What do you get over here? Well, if I chose -1, I would get 9a. If I chose -1, I get -3b. And then what I get? -9/5. All right? It kind of looks awful. I realize that. I'm still going to do the same thing. Multiply both sides by 5. You get 0. 45a minus 15b minus 9. Well, I'm going to add 9 to both sides. Come over here. It's 9 equals 45a minus 15b. And, you know, I like to divide through by numbers that are easy to divide through by. I'll divide through by 3. What do you get? 3 equals, let's see, 9a minus, I'm dividing by 5, by the way, 3b. I'm sorry, divide by 5, right? By 3. I'm sorry, I made a mistake again. I'm really spacing out. Sorry about that. And so remarkable what I wrote down there. I said that couldn't possibly be. But anyway, I'm dividing by 3. I apologize. 3, 15a, and I'm dividing by 3 minus 5b. All right? So I'm going to say this is also an important equation. So I got 2 of them. And what do I notice about them is, you know, if I took those 2 equations and add together, it's pretty simple. What do you get? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. If I add these 2 equations together, the ones that are highlighted, I would get 5, because 3 plus 2 is 5. 10a and 15a is 25a. And minus 5b plus 5b is going to be no b's. So now a is going to be 5/25, which is going to be 1/5. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to put it down in what some people call is a peculiar way. 1, and a 5's over here. All right? Now, the story comes is, you know, how are you going to get the b? And, you know, I got to figure that part out. But what I noticed, I need to pick an equation. And, you know, what equation am I going to pick? It really doesn't matter. But I'll tell you which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick this one over here. And a is 1/5, right? So what are you going to get? 2. Well, 10 times 1/5 is 2, and then I get plus 5b. Well, I hope this is obvious that b is actually equal to 0. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to erase this and say it's not even there. It's a 0. So what's the real answer in this one over here? I'll write this down for you in a neater fashion. It's going to be 1. Whoops, that's not neat. It's going to be 1 over 5 times 5x plus 2 minus 9 over 5 times 5x plus 2 cubed. Put a box in this. I can look at my key. Oh, where's the key? Oh, it's right over here. I'm staring straight at it. Let's see what we got over here. Well, you know what I noticed they did? They did this a little differently, but it's not substantially so. They multiplied by 5. That would give you 25x plus 10. Not a problem. This over here, minus 9, and I'm seeing that in the bottom. Things are working out as advertised. Thank you.